Hello and welcome to my very first video. Apologies if the camera works a little shaky. I was going to use my tripod thing I've got, but I will just quickly show you. Ignore the mess of my house. I've just broken it. My phone doesn't fit. This phone that I'm recording this on doesn't fit in it. Which I've just discovered. I've never used it with this phone. This phone's relatively new. I say relatively new. I've had it about half a year. And yeah, I've never tried it with this phone, and this phone's too big, and it broke it. So I'm not gonna stop the intention I have to film this, because the amount of times that I have procrastinated about starting a Planner YouTube video, a Planner YouTube channel, doing Planner content or across my socials is ridiculous, because I just have this fear of it not being perfect. And I think having the urge to do it today, I think I just need to seize on that urge and get whatever it is that I have out. And just start, and then I can build from there. Then I can make the rest of it perfect from then on, and just have that as the first video. And then if you like it, you like it. If you hate it, then I'll never make any more. So let's just get going. So today's video is a flip through of my current planner. So I'm currently in a Tilly Journals 7x9 standard vertical planner. I've got no idea what the name of the cover's called, but this, I'll stand up for you so you can see it, and then I'll try and back up a little bit. I'll try to show you the rest of my living room again, which I didn't intend to do. So that's the front of the cover, and I think the back is the back is the same. I'll flip it back over again, and then the inside of the cover looks like that, if you're not familiar with this cover. And then you have Tilly's vellum that she always puts in, and then I have pretty much gone ham in decorating it. So I would describe my planner style as maximalism. I think in previous years I have not quite gone as full on, but I just decided this year I was just gonna not try and curate it like previously. So previously I've not put anything on the vellum, and I ran out of space on that side, so I went, sod it, I'm gonna put stuff on this side. So I'm gonna try and do a little bit more top down for you if I can. So this is from Oh Hello Feelings, and that went down first. And then I've started to put, so I get the Planner Face monthly subscription. I get the standard vertical and the journaling. So I always get 2 die cuts. So I get one to hoard, and then, but I always have 2 of them because you get one with each subscription. So I made a decision that the ones that I particularly like, I'm going to start bobbing them around here. So eventually by the end of the year, I will have it all filled up. And then, so originally this side started off with this one sticker here from, why is my name blanking on the shop? I love the shop. This originally started off just with this one sticker out of the Advent from Cute Stickers Only. And then all of these down here are from the same Advent. So basically over Christmas they started getting added in. That is from Oh Hello Feelings, and that's my word of the year. And then these are also from Oh Hello Feelings, and they got added in. And then that is also from the Advent from Oh Hello Feelings. And then these here are from Fantasy Design Stores, and I can't remember where that one up the top is from. If you're the shop that sold that to me, please tell me. I can't remember where that's where my name up the top is from. But yeah, and it might look like I'm a bit narcissistic because I have my name twice. I bought that for that to be my name down there, but then I didn't know that I was getting that. So I was like, well, I can't waste 2 name stickers. I do have 2 of those. That is also my journal. So yeah, that's kind of what ended up happening, and it just ended up being like this mishmash of things. If you're thinking, well, you could have put it in the back, Sarah. Well, I'll show you the back. I will show you. I don't think there's any. Is there anything in the back? Let's go to the back of. I'm pretty certain in the back of the planner. So obviously this is all the notes. Not obviously these are the notes pages, but I'm pretty certain there is a bit in the back where I've put more stuff. Or am I incorrect? No, it's just notes pages and then sticker release. So there's no space in the back for me to do that. You're getting a little bit of a preview here while I ham-fistedly try to, because I've got the phone in my other hand. Right, so this is where I'm going to try and do things one-handed slowly. So then we go in. So this is the year at. So I've just got at various points. I've got these brain fog bookmarks from that I bought at the same time as I bought the planner from Tilly. So this is probably the only page in my planner that you're going to find that looks this simple. There is a colour code, and could I tell you what this colour code means now? Nope. Did I write the key on the next page? No. on that page? No. So there is a colour code with my dot markers, but I have no idea, because I did it so simple and then didn't write it down. I have no idea. See, this is a problem with having brain fog, memory and concentration issues, is that I have no idea. I thought I'm going to be all simple and minimalistic and have this really minimalistic look. Oh, I've got no idea what any of this means. Oh, I'm going to guess the pink means. I'm going to guess that the pink means annual leave or holidays, because I know my other half was off then. So I've got a feeling that means holiday. Oh, I managed to crack the code of one of them. Right, so now we have. So this is my January notes pages. As you can see, I've done really well in filling. This is a consistent thing with me. It's like I'm either an all or nothing girl. So as you can see, I've done so fantastically well in filling this out. It doesn't bother me. It really doesn't bother me having sections that aren't filled in. I much more prefer the setting up than I do actually writing things down. That's a big problem that I have. For me, this is probably one of the keyest things that matters the most to me, is writing down what kits I have coming up. This is how I manage my kit spending. It's something I started about 2 years ago now, and it's how I manage to not buy and hoard kits. About 2 years ago, I had a really massive problem in that I was buying just tons and tons and tons and tons of kits. It was all right before then because I was working, but then I stopped working and I couldn't afford to just have, several albums worth of kits lingering around. So the method that I use now is basically before the month. So basically I set this up sort of before January, wrote out each week. And as I started to get kits in, or I started to think about getting these kits in, I would write them into a week and say, right, okay, well, what week would they be for? And that's how I would work them out. And even when I'm shopping, I will have my planner out and I will look at a week and go, right, okay, well, what week is that for? if you're interested in where all this is from. The washi is all from my own stash. That one is a Note and Wish that I got from Pony Jigs in Matlock. That one is a super old one from a shop that no longer exists, so I can't remember their name. The journaling kit is from Plannerface. And then there's a couple of Lauren Phelps design washes in there that I got from... One of them I got from Cute Stickers Only. The other one I got from somewhere else, and I can't remember where. It's a shop that's no longer open, though. And then you can't quite see, but there is a tiny... Up there, if I kind of bring the planner up, if you can see, there is a bit of the Plannerface anniversary washi hidden in the background. And then that one is from an independent, like a small business, who I can't... It might be Lula Rocks, I think, maybe. And I got that in a Kickstarter that I backed. And this is basically, you'll see across the few months that I've got all planned out, this is the style that I do. So I use a bunch of washes from my stash, and then I basically add a journaling kit and the deco from that to kind of plan it out. Apologies for my arm. Okay, let's try and sort of... So this is the dashboard for January. I like it. I don't love it. I feel it looks a little messy. So I'm still experimenting with how to do the cover pages. So this was January. Again, it's a selection of washies from my stash. Note and Wish, that same one that I don't remember where it's from, a washi from Plannerface. That same Lula Rocks one. Another Lauren Phelps from Cute Stickers Only. So yeah, that's the Note and Wish one. That's the one that I can't remember, that's from the shop that I can't... Paper Chic Designs. Oh, pardon me. Plannerface. Lula, the one I think is Lula Rocks. That's one that is Lauren Phelps from Cute Stickers Only. Happy Cutie Studio. And then it repeats. The big deco that you can see, that is all like the sort of like the mountains. That's all from a kit from Oh Hello Feelings, and then sort of the more florally looking stuff, that's a continuation of the same journaling kit from the other page from Plannerface. So I kind of like the mix of like the more cutesy stuff with the florals, but yeah, I'm just not... I don't think it's my best work. I've done other cover pages in my previous planner from last year that I felt went better. I like that sort of really... I don't know if the cutesy stuff works. I think that's the bit where I'm not 100% happy. I tend to like really sort of I'm going to try and do a bit more top down. That's better. I prefer sort of really... I think it's like the cartooniness of it. I needed to go either go like full out that or full out sort of floralness. I think the mix of the two doesn't quite work. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll be really interested to know what you think. So we now have my January monthly. This is a kit from Plannerface, and the up the top here, the January monthly label is from Oh Hello Feelings. This year, so normally I use so like the last 2 years I have used, I think it's the last 2 years I've used foil headers from Plannerface, but I wanted to mix it up this year because I saw them in the Oh Hello Feelings shop, and I just kind of liked the idea of mixing it up a little bit. I think I do have... Anna, can you tell me if I, like, don't look too closely because that's not quite down straight. But I have a feeling that I have these two top headers the wrong way round. Anna, please can you tell me if these two are indeed the wrong way round? But then down the bottom, I have got a little bit of washi down this side, and I have no idea where that one is from, so I can't tell you. But I always put in Anna's kits. You get like this. If I'm going to zoom in a little bit, you always get like these thicker washies, like these thicker strips. I always put them down on the left hand side, and then I always put. I always put please don't look at my bumpy attempt. It took me 4 attempts to get the header down, and it still doesn't look right. But I always put the glitter strips along the top, because I just like that continuation along the top. The reason why I don't do them down the bottom is because I like the idea of the fact that you have these 2 big strips, like these 2 big strips up here. My hand's not going up wider, like along here, and then all of that continuing. I just think that aesthetically looks better. This is such a long video. I need to pick the pace up. So we're going to the first week, and I'm going to try to do a little. Can we get a little bit of a foil wiggle, people? Can we try and get the lime on camera as well? I know there's lime. I know there's lime in here. Yeah, there's the lime. Woo, woo, woo. I love this spread. I feel like it turned out so freaking amazing. I think that this is the spread I am the most proudest of in my whole life ever. So this kit was a mystery kit, I think for December 24, maybe, she says with a question mark. I'm not a big New Year's person. I hate New Year's. Never had a good experience with it. So I always tend to go for sort of staying in, and I don't drink anymore. Because for those that don't know, the clues in my channel name, I am disabled, so I'm on a lot of medication. I mean, not compared to some, but I am on quite a bit, and all of them say we advise you don't drink on this. So I just came to the conclusion that drinking was and I've never been a big drinker. I've only ever been like sort of a couple of drinks. So I came to the conclusion like drinking just there was no point. Do I miss having the odd G&T? Yes, I do, but it's not worth it. But yeah, so I completely lost my train of thought there. But yeah, so I just felt like this kit really summed up like my type of New Year's, and the fact that kind of like she's still got the Christmas tree up, that kind of suited my New Year's as well, because we were always late in putting the tree up because of when my other half finishes for Christmas. So kind of it always sort of feels a little bit still Christmassy for us. And then I don't know why, but recently I've really gotten into orange. I used to really hate it. It's really weird. Like there's certain colours that I used to really dislike. Green and orange used to be 2 colours I really didn't like, and I've really gotten into them recently. So the fact this is both green and orange, it's just kind of like my recent colour obsession in one kit. So like I said, the kit is by Plan Face. All the foil that you can see on here is by Tilly Journals. Some of it is old stuff that I've had hoarded from forever and a day. So like this overlay along the bottom, I've had that forever. And then the underlays are stuff that I ordered especially for it. But then like I think like over the top of here I've got like older stuff. Like I've put like twinkles that I've had for ages over the top of there. I just unlike the numbers, like I go up to the top with like the date numbers, they're old ones I've had. So I have a massive stash of Tilly stuff that I've had for a very, very long time. I used to be Tilly's #1 shopper. So I've got a really big stash of stuff. So I pulled out all of my gold. that I had, which I don't have that much gold, but I kind of pulled all of that out and sort of added it in. So it's a mix of sort of lime, orange and gold. And I just felt like those three together just really popped. I know it is a lot. I know it's not for everybody. But I just felt if you can't go full on for New Year's, when can you go full on? So yeah, that's my New Year's spread. What I try to do though, to try and keep it as minimal as, to try and kind of not go too full on, is I try to, where possible, not add in 85 million different character shops. So I've tried to only use Papershire. So Papershire, is that right? So I've got Papershire, Fox and Cactus, one from Ellie Beth, one from a couple of Ratties from Becca, that's from a sampler that I can't remember that shop's from. And those guys from that shop that I can never remember the name of. Answers in the comments. It's one of those shops that I always get like, I know it isn't the Coffee Monsters Co. or Once More with Love. It's the third one that I always forget the name of, but to me, in my head, it's like they always go along with each other. Oh, there's a little bit of Plannerface from the kit, but other than that, I try to keep that minimal. For me, that is minimal. Normally, I will just go with, oh, and there's a tiny little bit of Papershire. To me, that is minimal. Like, you'll see in other spreads, I will add more than that in. We're at 22 minutes, I'm only in 1 week of January. So here we have the second week of January, and as you can see, it's a little bit more minimal. I did fall for this week, so this is one of the snowy kits that I can't remember the name of. I don't know the name of any of the kits. I've not written them down. I have written them down. You saw that I wrote them down. I'm saying I don't remember the name of any of them. So that previous kit was called New Year's Eve, and this is First Snow. God, you'd think I'd be more organised. I'll just do this completely on the fly, people. So I kind of wanted something for the second week that was a lot more calm and restful, because I knew that first week was going to be really full on. So I pulled up, but I felt like it needed a little bit of foil. So all of this is kind of leftovers from from Plannerface foil bundles, and it's all in Silver Hollow, because I just felt like, to me, and I don't know if anybody's going to agree with it. I'm focusing on the bit where I've messed up. I don't know if anybody's going to agree with me here. But I just feel like Silver Hollow equals snow. That's just where my brain is at. And then here, rather than kind of focus on a particular shop to focus on, I actually tried to pull as much as possible that sort of blue colour out, and that's where I tried to go with. So like, if you look across, I've tried to find doodles that actually have that colour in. So to try all the pink or whatever. So like, I tried to focus on a lot of that blue or the pink to just kind of give that sort of sereneness. So that's kind of what I was going for with this week. And then we have this week, which is, again, I'll try to get to focus on the spread and not me. Completely different. Again, I love this kit. This is one of one of my favourites in January. And if you know me, as you can see, if you probably noticed, every single day I crochet. So the fact that this kit, I mean, okay, that's knitting. It's not crochet. But the fact that it has sort of lots of sort of jumpers and knitting and knit vibes and just all the coziness, I was like, yes, I have to have this. This kit has got to be in my January lineup. It really, really does. So for this week, I tried to go again, trying to pull out some of the colours with the stickers, and just tried to bring out some of those colours that were in there. It's like the greens and the purples and the oranges, and try to go with that. And that's kind of like the vibe that I tried to go with. And this kit is Frozen Comforts. You'll also notice that I tend to go, and as always, I tend to do the deco along the top as a banner. That is very much a staple of me. I do that quite a lot. Every single kit so far has been from Plannerface. I may as well just say now, the kits will be from Plannerface unless I tell you otherwise, because I used to have a lot more variation, but a lot of the shops that I really like have closed. And it's such a sad thing to see that. I mean, like, I'm quite fussy in my tastes. I like premium matte paper. I'm really fussy with font. So like font often counts it out for me. I mean, there's a couple of shops in the UK that I really like the way they put stuff together, but then I don't like their font. So I'm a fussy D-arch, and I wish I wasn't, because it would make my life a lot cheaper. It really, really would. I don't even need to look up the name of this kit, because I know it's called Toasty. One of the kits I just remember some of them I just remember what they're called. And this week I just decided to not go with fall. Sometimes I just have a week and I just go, you know what? I don't want to do fall this week. And I just felt like fall would, because it's such a soft kit. And I don't, you can feel free, if you've used this kit and used foil, I'd be really interested to hear, like, why you chose that. But I just felt like this one, it would overwhelm it. So yeah, this one I just really, really wanted to do it justice, and really wanted to kind of give that vibe. The fact that I've used 2 kits with yarn and cozies in 2 weeks on the row, to me, that's how the weeks felt. It just felt like I had 2 weeks where, like, basically I was hibernating and doing lots of crochet, and that's essentially how my weeks feel. January was a really hard month for me. You probably notice, if you're actually zooming in and looking at what I've written, you'll probably notice that, like, every day seems the same. That's how January felt for me. January was a really, really tough month. And we now got to the point where I have stopped putting stickers in. Basically, we've probably got to the point where I need to catch up. I'm just gonna. I can't see what's coming. So this is the last week of January, and all the plans are down. I just need to go in and add the character stickers. What was the name of this kit? I can't remember. Snowbound. The second I saw this artwork get sneaked, I was like, I need this kit. I think it is glorious. To be honest, more of the boxes in the kit I could have put in. Like, I really struggled to choose which ones to put in and which ones to leave out. It really was quite tough. And I actually really struggled to choose what hair colours to use as well. Let me try and zoom in a little. I mean, like, I love that one with the clip and the swan jumper. I love... Oh, I was zooming really far out now. I apologise. I don't want to be that close. Whoa! That's better. I love the bag. I love the puffer. I love everything. I just think it's all absolutely gorgeous. And so we're now at February. So this is how February's monthly notes pages is looking. So we've got, that is from Cutesy Gazelle, it's Lauren Phelps washi. That one, oh, that's from the kit. That is another Paper Chic Designs. Was it Plans? Was she called Paper Chic Plans? From the same collection. That is a Lauren Phelps, but I don't think I got it from Cute Designs. I think I got it from somewhere else. And then in the up there we have another Planner Face anniversary. Another Planner Face washi. I've got a feeling it was an anniversary one though. I'm pretty certain it was. And then we've got another, I think that's another Lula Rocks one there from the same Kickstarter. And as you can see, I've not done anything for February's cover page. I've got an idea of what I want to get and what I want to do. So yeah, I have an idea of what I'm thinking. So stay tuned. And then we have February's monthly, which again is another Planner Face one, and is the same snowbound art. Now you're probably thinking, Sarah, a winter kit in February? Why is it not Valentine's? I really hate Valentine's art. There is no Valentine's art in February. Spoiler. It's the same, and obviously the same, like I said, the same Oh Hello Feelings monthlies stickers. Yeah, I really hate Valentine's art. A few years back, I used to really enjoy it, and I just feel like I'd say like about 3-4 years ago, enjoyed it, but I say for like the last couple, none of it's really floated my boat, and I think because it's gone all like, rather than being like some of it being cutesy and romantic, I feel it's gone all really like hypersexual, and I'm not really a hypersexual clearly. I'm just not. I'm really not. And you're probably thinking, Sarah, why is this still, if this is to mark your month, why is it still in February? Well, you'll see. You will see. I'm behind. I haven't even bought March yet. Spoiler. But as you see, I've missed out a week in January, but I have fully planned this week. I adore this kit. This is me. This is a bit of me. Like, gorgeous, bookish fantasy with sort of William Morris-esque prints, and my hair in a plait or like a funky fringe that I can peer out of, and dressing my cat up like a bat or dragon. Oh, seriously. Oh, the Jellycat dragon, I want so much. The pastel rainbow, like the rainbow one, the amount of times I have like not had the money and it's been in stock, and then I've gotten money and it's gone out of stock. That has been going on now for like a considerable length of time. So it's in stock at the moment. I get paid at the weekend. I can guarantee you it will be out of stock. We'll cross fingers. We will cross fingers. But yeah, I went with blonde because my hair is due to be dyed and it's currently blonde. And then I went dark haired because that looks like my partner a little bit. So yeah, I just went for like full on, like, I mean, obviously I don't look like that. People know that I'm not that thin. But I can wish. And my partner is that thin, and I just kind of, I love this so much. I really, really, Kitnish Jess nailed this art. She really, really did. It just, and Anna, just the way Anna put it together, it's just chef's kiss. Oh yeah, I really love it. I like, I've got a little bit of foil in here, as you've already a little bit of wiggle. I've got like foil date numbers and a few little foil bits and boops. But I just I didn't want to overwhelm it. So there's just a little bit of hollow in there. Hollow is my favourite foil, like my favourite core foil. I class hollow as a core foil. And then we have this week. Was this the week that Wicked came out? Is that why I did it this week? No, I know why I did Wicked this week. And as you can see, the second week of February is not the current week, but that's where my bookmark is. The reason I did Wicked this week is... Am I right? That's why. It's because, A, it was Valentine's, and so I was like, sort of, love, because, like, Fiero, Elphaba, love. But also, the friendship or sapphic romance. Not that I'm saying me and my bestie have a sapphic romance. But my friend was coming to see me that weekend. So I was like, oh, that's a great idea. I can use the Wicked kit. This is from Fantasy Designs. I love what Janine does with kits. She's one of my favourite shops, has been for a long time. I really love the way she puts kits together. And don't buy from her often enough. I should do. But yeah, I love the way that this kit is. Yeah, absolutely adore it. So yeah, that was that one. So here we have, I'm pretty certain this is Book Bus. So this was a mystery of some kind. It may have even been like the Black Friday mystery. I'm not sure. But I love this kit so much. It has Anne of Green Gables in the, like, the bottom washi is like a section from Anne of Green Gables. I love this kit so much that I had to use box extenders because I was like, there's too many boxes that I want to include. So let's see if I can remember which way I've put them. So we've got the bunny that goes into the bite basket. We've got the hand that's reading, please don't look at my own hands, that goes into the jump it. That's how I say jumper when I'm being facetious. I've got a feeling is this? Yes, it is. We've got My Job Is, they've got the sweater, which, by the way, I would like that as an actual sweater, which goes into the, like, reading flat lay. We've got Blind Date with a book. So this one is a little... So basically I have to hold it up like that. So those two go into the actual book bus. So you have to kind of hold them up, both up at the same time. And then we've got toolbox. So yeah, I absolutely love this spread. And I kind of like the fact that there's so much pink in it. If my friend hadn't been coming to see me that other week, I had planned to use this for Valentine's because I feel it's a very Valentine's-y kit. But yeah, that's why it kind of got bumped to this week, because I was like, well, I feel like that's a bit more appropriate to this week. And now we have Ballerina Reader. And you're probably saying, well, okay, we're in February, so where are all the plans? They are written down. I just haven't gotten to actually filling them all in. And I need to catch up. But I thought it'd be good to show you kind of where I'm at, how I've planned, kind of where we're at. And my style is really repetitive, so there's no point me sitting and showing you how I plan all these, because I plan all the same habits all the time. I generally put deco in the same places. I plan the sidebar exactly the same. I mean, this week I did something a little different in that so I started doing a little bit of experimentation at this point. I started experimenting with breaking a habit of a lifetime in where I put boxes. So I put all the boxes straight along. I just, in my head with this kit, because it's a ballet kit, and ballet, having done ballet is very, very regimented sport. It is a sport. Regimented art. I just felt like it would work well, like all the way across, and just in my head, that's how I felt like it would work really well. I apologise for that. So yeah, I just like that aesthetic for this. I don't know why, it just suddenly came to me. So here we have I think this is called Art Museum, I'm pretty certain. Now you'll notice here I've used, I'm just gonna take a sip of my drink. Starting to get a dry mouth, I've been talking that long. I've used the Oh Hello Feelings one here. I just felt like it, when you see the monthly kit, I just felt it didn't go. But it did go with this better, so that's why I swapped it over. Note and Wish washi. We've then got this washi here, which you can only just see, which is from Paper Lobster. Paper Chic Plans or Designs, the one that I can't remember the name of. That is again the Lauren Phelps one from Cute Stickers Only. We've then got I think that is that's a Simply Gilded, but I got it in a D-stash. And then that is a Coffee Monsters Co. that I got from Sesateki Stickers. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything more to say about that for the time being. And this, I have to actually, so I then started doing a bit of experimenting with my dashboards, and this is completely and utterly, and I'm not going to go into every single washi on this washboard. They're just a selection from, but if you want to know the particular one, just let me know and I'll tell you where it's from. This is completely inspired by Beth from Beth Glands on here. She did a washi dashboard in one of her journals, and I just basically went, that's a fantastic idea, I want to experiment with that in my planner. I have done this before in one of my previous planners, and I was like, I want to do it again. I like the idea of it. Hers is not as crazy as mine. Hers is a lot chicer and more minimal. And like as I said, I did say spoiler earlier, I haven't got a monthly kit for March yet, and March is virtually over. I haven't bought any stickers in March. That is the reason why there is nothing here. And I didn't buy that much in February either. So that is the reason why this has not got a kit down. I'm currently shopping, and trying to whittle stuff down, and so that this will be filled pretty soon. So yeah, that's why there's no kit for March. This is a kit whose name I don't know, because I have had this hoarded. So when I come to do March, I've got a load of. I've got a load of. So when I come to do March's monthly, I will have, because obviously I've used that there. I do have a load of foiled monthlies. I have some other monthly, like coloured monthlies. I've got these ones as well. Like I've got way too many monthly headers, so that's why I knew I could use that one then. Anyway, this is a kit from Strawberry Lime Designs, yet another shop that I love that has closed. I feel like every shop that I fall in love with, apart from Planner Phase, shuts. I've lost so many good ones. This is the only these are one of the few kits where I put the washi down the bottom because her washi is too big to fit up the top. I mean, there's a little bit of it up there, but as you can see, it's just a tight. I've had to sort of squidge it a little bit, but then some of it ends up a bit too big, so I pop it down the bottom. I've got no idea what the kit's called because she doesn't put the name on the kits, so I don't know what it's called. I've got no idea. And the shop's gone, so I can't go back and look at what the kit was called, so I've got no idea. I think I've decided it's called Butterfly Garden. I don't think that's what it was called, but I've just decided that it's called Butterfly Garden. But as you can see, if I go back... Oh God, I can't go back now! I've carried on that experimentation of like doing stuff in a line. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I dislike it. It's just something I decided for a bit that I was going to experiment with. And the same here. I mean, why I decided I had to put the... I mean, I'm a bit annoyed with myself that I decided I had to put the weekend banner there. I'd already put the weekend banner down before I decided to do this, and I kind of wished I hadn't, so I could have had them all aligned. Because I used premium matte, there was no... I actually tried to take the weekend banner up, and it nearly broke, so it had to stay there. But yeah, this is a mystery. This was definitely a mystery, and I think this was the Black Friday mystery, so I think that other one must have just been a normal mystery. So I lied earlier. I lied to you, viewers. I apologise. I don't make a note of what the mysteries are. I don't keep a record. So another Plannerface historian like Beth or Kat will have to tell you what they all are. This is Spring Bakery. I love it. The actual like full boxes are not necessarily my favourite. Apart from her with the satchel, because I do own a satchel, because I'm a millennial, and so I went through the whole naughties thing of having satchels and nail necklaces. But I specifically love it for this bottom washi, because I used to have a shell suit that I wore with matching socks and hair bubble scrunchie that was in this specific sort of tie, like swirly tie-dyness, like white with like... I can't describe it. If you lived in the 90s, you'll know what I'm... In like the 90s, you'll know what I mean. That kind of... Just like this sort of swirl marble tie-dye-ness. And that's what my scrunchie and socks look like. And they were matching. They came as a set. This... as you can see, I've started to lay down foil. And again... I mean, it looks pretty bad at the moment because you can see where all the joins are. That won't look like that once stuff is down. This is a kit that I've had sort of in... It's gone in and out of my lineup a lot. It's what I would call a sort of anytime kit. I've had this kit before. This is a Fregato. I can never say that word properly. I am obsessed with coffee. Coffee does not love me. As you can see, it's sort of half planned. But I love this kit. I love the colours of it. I love the vibes of it. So I had this when Anna from Plannerface did for a very, very short time, very brief, glorious window, did matte vinyl. Matte vinyl is actually my favourite paper. No way does it. Because it's very difficult to use. And obviously it's the thickest paper known to man, so that's why shops don't use it. Molly, off! Sorry. My cat's doing something weird. And but I've never had it in premium matte. So then when it came back to shop in premium matte and in like the premium matte So the matte vinyl, and when stuff was in matte vinyl, she had a completely different. She completely changed the format of her kits from her normal format in order to work with the matte vinyl paper. Like the format was completely different. And then when she went back to normal papers, she went back to her old format. So I never had the kit in this format. So when it got re-released, I was like, I've got to have this kit. I think there was a couple of kits that came back at that juncture. So yeah, that's a Fregato. Is that the last one? No, I knew there wasn't. And this is another Strawberry Limes design kit. So in March is March. Is that March? That is March. Wow. So the last week of March, which we're not in yet. So this will be that week I've just shown is the week coming. So you get some sneak peeks. And then the week after that is, I know what this kit is called because I remember. It's called Chamomile. And I just love it because I'm a big tea lover, and for example, I love this box. And I just love it. I really, really love it. I mean, if I'd thought about it, I should have used it for a different. I mean, I just love all the sort of the daisy vibes. If I'd thought about it, it reminds me of somebody, and I probably should have used it for. I probably should have used it for this week, but this kind of this also gives me the same sort of vibes. I'm just gonna. Oh God, that's my hand. Why are you showing them your hands? Horror. Just trigger warning for death, loss, grief. My best friend that I went to school with, she passed away the September before last, and this week is her birthday week. She loved butterflies, like I said, we're both millennials, and she was obsessed with butterfly clips and anything butterfly shaped. And she would keep stuff. She'd keep stuff for years. So she always was anything butterfly shaped. So kind of this does really fit her. But then she loved daisies. She loved picking daisies and buttercups and stuff like that, and pulling, doing the, that whole thing with daisies that you do and all that kind of stuff. And just the sunshineness of this sort of really reminds me of her as well. And March is just, for me, it's just her month. So it feels appropriate to use this kit in this month anyway, around March off with it. And it just gives me March vibes. I don't know why. March for me is just that sort of month, that sort of spring. I know, because it's like a spring kit. To me, this is a spring kit. But yeah, I just really, it feels very, very March kit. And then I did a thing because I kind of didn't know what, I was kind of left, I knew I wanted to use, all of these boxes. But then I got to here, and, what I was left with, I was like, I don't really know what to use. But I was like, well, I like this half of the double box. And I was like, well, what's stopping me from using it? So I did. Ingenious. Right, I'm actually going to stop here. I mean, I will show you. I've literally got, how far along have I got planned? I've got quite a far way. So I've actually got all the way up to the last, so this is a sneak peek. In terms of how my kit's put down, and I mean consistently, every single week, I've got every single week up to the last week of May put down. Now I know for some people who don't even know whether they want to put a kit down, that probably feels quite a lot. I'm not normally this on top of it. Like last year, I wasn't. But yeah, I got into a zone a little while back, and I just kind of went on a bit of a bit of a rampage of putting my kits down because I had them all bought, and I was like, well, I'm in the zone for doing it. I struggle with putting stuff down. Just go with it. So all the kits are down. Everything is planned. So it is literally just monthly kits, and then I've got dashboards done for the dashboards done for April and March, but then from then onwards I need to do something for those, and obviously then the monthly kits, and notes pages, etc. So there is a bit more work to do, and obviously actually the day by day. I'm gonna leave you on this, but yeah, so yeah, it feels good to be at this point in the year and have quite a bit done, because that's not the place I was at last year. My goal for 2025 is to end the planner with every single week planned. My 2024 planner had a lot of weeks not planned, and I think, to buy, and that's why this year I didn't. So the past 2 years before that, I bought an Erin Condren planner, and obviously it's expensive to ship that in from the States. I don't want that, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't do that. That's two reasons why I didn't do that this year. Because I was like, I'm not going to spend that money and then not plan every day, not plan every week in it. The other reason is Tilly has a bigger coil, and last year I literally couldn't turn it for about the last 3 months of the year. From October onwards, I was struggling to actually physically turn my planner, and I was like, this is really silly. I can't turn my planner. Because I plan with Premium Mat, and obviously that bulks your planner up. And I'd rather get a bigger coil than sacrifice Premium Mat. I don't always, by the way. Sometimes I will buy non-premium if I see fit. But I keep trying to wean myself off it. I could cope in an emergency if it's suddenly evaporated tomorrow, but I think it's just a texture. But it's not a texture thing. It's because I struggle to put things down, and I need that sort of extra stickiness so I can keep putting down and putting down and putting down. If you do that with non-premium mat, like standard paper, it stops sticking after the first time, and then it curls, and then I end up with stuff falling out my planner, and I don't want that. I want my planner to look beautiful, or at least beautiful to me. You're probably looking at various things that I've shown you and gone, well, that looks ugly. That's not aesthetically pleasing. Her handwriting's awful. But I live with the imperfections of my planner, just like I live with the imperfections of myself. And on that note, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to upload this video and hope that nobody goes, Sarah, that was awful. And with a wing and a brow. I'm going to stop rambling, and I hope you enjoy this. If you've got any comments on anything, any thoughts, feelings, any suggestions, anything you'd like to see in future, please give me a shout. I might do another video showing you what I've got down for the rest of my planner. I might do an April lineup, because effectively I could do that with in a sort of a way, because I've got the kits down. But yeah, let me know what you'd like to see. Obviously I can't do any plan with me's for a little while because the stickers are all down. We're looking at June. Realistically, we are looking at June before I can do a plan with me. What I could, but it would just be the actual sort of day by day. And honestly, it would be really boring, because it would just be, I woke up, I shut my meds, I did some crochet, I watched some TV, then my partner got home and we had dinner and we had hugs when I went to bed. And I don't know how, apart from the weekends, and I don't know how interesting that would be for you to see. I mean, other than how I choose my stickers and how I put it together, maybe? Let me know. I'm going to go before this hits an hour mark. You got a chunky video to watch, guys and gals and everything in between. Okay, I'm signing off. See you later.